Have you ever wondered if there's something missing in your personal pleasure practice? In a world where sexual content is just a click away, many of us have forgotten what it feels like to connect with our bodies without the external stimulation of porn. I'm not here to judge anyone's choices. Porn certainly has its place for many people. But what if I told you that exploring masturbation without visual aids might lead to more fulfilling experiences and deeper bodily connections? Today, we're going to have an honest, mature conversation about rediscovering self-pleasure in its most authentic form. Before we dive in, I want to acknowledge that this topic might feel uncomfortable for some of you. That's completely normal. We rarely discuss masturbation openly in our society, despite it being a natural part of human sexuality. But I believe that understanding our bodies and what brings us pleasure is an essential aspect of overall well-being. So whether you're looking to break a porn dependency, enhance your sensory experience, or simply explore alternative approaches to self-pleasure, this video offers something valuable for you. Let's start with understanding why someone might want to masturbate without porn. For many people, regular consumption of pornography can create unrealistic expectations about sex, desensitize natural arousal responses, or even lead to difficulty becoming aroused without it. Others might find that porn distracts from the physical sensations of self-touch, making the experience more about visual stimulation than bodily awareness. By removing porn from the equation, you're creating space to reconnect with your body's natural responses and discover what truly feels good for you. The first approach I want to discuss is mindful masturbation. This practice combines elements of mindfulness meditation with self-pleasure, focusing your attention entirely on physical sensations. Begin by creating a comfortable environment. Perhaps dim the lights, play some soft music, or light a candle. Then, take several deep breaths to center yourself. As you begin to touch yourself, pay close attention to how each sensation feels. Notice the texture of your skin, the varying pressure of your fingers, and the way your body responds to different types of touch. When your mind wanders, which it naturally will, gently bring your attention back to the physical sensations. This practice might feel strange at first, especially if you're used to the distraction of porn, but many people report that mindful masturbation leads to more intense orgasms and a deeper connection with their bodies. The second approach involves harnessing the power of your imagination. Before pornography was readily available, people relied on fantasy to fuel arousal. Your imagination is incredibly powerful and completely customizable to your preferences. Try closing your eyes and creating detailed scenarios that excite you. These could be based on past experiences, future desires, or completely fictional situations. The beauty of fantasy is that you control every aspect: the setting, the participants, the pace, and the outcome. You might find it helpful to start by recalling a particularly enjoyable sexual experience, then gradually develop your capacity to create new scenarios. Your imagination can actually provide more personalized arousal than generic porn because it's tailored specifically to your desires. Now, I'd like to take a moment to talk about why this channel exists. My goal is to provide honest, thoughtful discussions about topics that matter to your well-being but aren't always addressed elsewhere. If you're finding value in this conversation, please consider subscribing and turning on notifications. Your support allows me to continue creating content that breaks taboos and offers practical guidance for living a more authentic life. Now, let's continue our exploration of porn-free pleasure techniques. The third approach I want to share focuses on exploring different types of touch and sensation. Many of us fall into habitual patterns when it comes to self-pleasure, using the same techniques every time because we know they work. But this can limit our experience of pleasure. Try experimenting with different speeds, pressures, and movements. Pay attention to areas of your body that you typically overlook. Pleasure isn't limited to the genitals. Consider incorporating temperature play with warm or cold touch, different textures like silk or feathers, or even safe massage tools designed for self-pleasure. The key is to approach this exploration with curiosity and without expectations. You're not trying to reach orgasm as quickly as possible. You're discovering the full range of pleasurable sensations your body can experience. Fourth, consider engaging your other senses more actively. While porn primarily stimulates the visual sense, you have 4 others at your disposal. Try playing music that puts you in a sensual mood, or audiobooks or podcasts with erotic content. Use scented oils or candles with aromas that you find appealing. Experiment with different textures against your skin. Some people even find that certain tastes, like dark chocolate or wine, can enhance their arousal. By engaging multiple senses, you create a more immersive experience that doesn't rely on visual stimulation. Finally, be patient and compassionate with yourself throughout this journey. If you've become accustomed to using porn during masturbation, it might take time to adjust to these new approaches. You might find it difficult to maintain arousal or reach orgasm at first. That's completely normal and doesn't indicate that there's anything wrong with you or that these techniques don't work. Like any new skill, porn-free masturbation takes practice. You're essentially retraining your brain to respond to different types of stimulation, and that doesn't happen overnight. Give yourself permission to explore without judgment or pressure. It's also worth noting that these approaches aren't just beneficial for your solo experiences. Many people find that practicing mindful, imaginative self-pleasure enhances their partner's sexual experiences as well. By developing a deeper awareness of what brings you pleasure and how your body responds to different types of touch, you become better equipped to communicate your desires to partners. Additionally, reducing dependency on visual stimulation often leads to more presence during intimate encounters with others. Some people find it helpful to set an intention before beginning their self-pleasure practice. This might be something like, "I will remain present in my body," or "I will explore without judgment." Setting an intention helps focus your mind and reminds you that this is not just about physical release, but about cultivating a relationship with yourself. Over time, many people report that this more intentional approach to masturbation not only enhances physical pleasure, but also contributes to greater self-acceptance and body confidence. As we begin to wrap up this conversation, I want to emphasize that there's no right or wrong way to experience pleasure. The approaches I've shared are suggestions, not prescriptions. What works beautifully for one person might not resonate with another, and that's perfectly fine. The most important thing is that you approach your sexuality with curiosity, respect, and care. I hope this video has given you some valuable ideas for exploring self-pleasure in new ways. If you found this discussion helpful, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your engagement helps more people find this content who might benefit from it. I'd also love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What approaches have you found most helpful in your own journey? What topics would you like to see covered in future videos? Remember to check the description box for ways to support this channel so we can continue creating content that addresses these important but often overlooked aspects of human experience. Thank you for joining me for this open and honest conversation. Until next time, be gentle with yourself, stay curious, and remember that your relationship with your body deserves the same care and attention as any other relationship in your life.